most of our training, if you will, in our society is based on treating symptoms. There's a whole infrastructure in our society that's based on treating symptoms. There's a whole industry, if you will, that's based on treating symptoms. Most people believe that health is the absence of symptoms. And if you don't have any symptoms, that means you're healthy. I've asked literally thousands of people over the last 20 years, what does the word health mean to you? And the most common response you'll get is feeling good. Mm-hmm. And while most healthy people will feel good most of the time, it's really a false idea in their head that lack of symptoms alone means that they're healthy. And when most people get a symptom of some sort or another, I'll give you an example. Let's say you get exposed to a cold virus and you get a fever, right? Now, most people will think that that's unpleasant, right? And they'll want to treat, and they're trained by the pharmaceutical industry to treat that symptom. Well, if you take a step back and really look at it, having a fever is a normal response. Your body is doing exactly what it's supposed to do, which is elevate your temperature, and that's part of your body killing that virus, right? Viruses don't replicate themselves very well at an elevated temperature. Your body knows this, so your body's defending itself by elevating your temperature. And most people, their response to this is they're going to take a pill that's going to do what? It's going to lower your fever, right? Which is exactly the opposite of what your body wants to have happen, right? And they've done this study time and time and time again, and they did a study where they track how long an average cold would last. And they found that the people that treated those symptoms with various pharmaceuticals, treated the runny nose, treated the fever, treated all these different symptoms, they found that their colds lasted twice as long, right? And the people that did not treat those symptoms and let their body's immune system function the way that it was intended to, that their colds would last half as long. So you got to ask yourself this question, even though those symptoms might be unpleasant, right? Doesn't mean that you're not healthy. It means actually that your body's immune system is working exactly as it was intended. And by treating those symptoms or interfering with your body's ability to defend itself by treating those unpleasant symptoms, that actually the illness would last much longer. Most people, like I said, treat the symptoms instead of the cause. So now you can ask yourself, well, what is the cause of me getting sick, say getting a cold, for instance? Well, most people think that I caught a cold or I was, somebody gave me the bug, right? That's what I hear all the time from patients is that, I caught a cold and it was my kid's fault. My kids brought it home from school or whatever. And again, this is some really faulty thinking. If people realized that they are exposed to germs every single second of every single day, and those germs cannot infect a healthy body, right? So if your body is actually healthy and functioning, it's perfectly capable of defending itself against those things. And those germs are there for a reason. We'll save that topic for another time. But your body is perfectly capable of defending itself normally from exposure to these things. Now, why then do you get sick from time to time? Well, the real root cause of it is because your immune system is low, right? For one reason or another, or sometimes a combination of factors kind of gang up on you, so to speak, and lower your body's immune response. So there's a lot of factors in this, but mainly, what causes a low immune system? Well, in my experience, for most patients, it's a combination of about 4 factors. One is they don't get enough sleep. It's most people in our society just don't sleep enough. They don't get adequate rest at night. They stay up too late, or they just, they have a lot They stay up too late and don't get enough sleep. The other factor is stress. A lot of people they don't prioritize well, and they try to take on way too many things at one time. Instead of picking one or two things that are really important, working those through to the conclusion, and then move on to a couple more things. Instead, they try to put way too much on their plate, and they get stressed out, very irritable about it. That's been proven time and time again to lower your body's immune response. One of the other things is, I don't know how to put it in a more diplomatic way, but a crappy diet. Our society, they eat badly for the most part, and that really hampers your body's ability to defend itself. And lastly, and this is largely unknown by most people, but if your spine and nervous system are not working properly, there's no way that your immune system is going to function properly. So we've found, and this has been studied as well by major university studies, that chiropractic adjustments actually increase the number of cells in your blood that help fight infection. Right? So if you could get just these, 4 things in order in your life, try to get enough sleep, eat a halfway decent diet, get your spine checked, and get a little bit of exercise, you find that you get sick way less often. And through that approach, you're really addressing the cause of why your body is, or why your immune system's down and why you get sick, not just treating a symptom. And this is probably, I'll wrap it up with this. Most people try to change the environment to suit a weakened body, but the real solution is to strengthen your body to withstand its environment.